What's up guys, Schmitty here, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about our first big leaks here with the new Blackout Battle Royale mode in Black Ops 4. So of course we all know we're getting the Battle Royale mode this year in Call of Duty. It's going to be called Blackout, but we haven't really gotten any details on it. In fact, we only got that one trailer at the reveal event, and then the only real thing we've gotten since then is learning about the fact that we're going to be getting a beta for this game mode in September. That's all we've heard. Finally, we have our first leaked details on some of the stuff we can expect from this mode. This was posted by a user on Reddit. Charlie Intel had it up on their site and their Twitter account and everything. That's where I found it from. I'm going to go through it, talk about it with you guys, kind of give my thoughts. I'm not going to put the whole Reddit thing on the screen just because it's a lot of stuff and I figured you guys would rather see gameplay rather than words, but I'm going to read the stuff for myself if you guys want to go check it out. It's all on Charlie Intel stuff. So this user posted on Reddit that this is going to be the largest map in COD history. Of course, this is something we've heard all about, but lots of focus on verticality, so that'll be pretty interesting. It makes a lot of sense if you're going to have something in which it's going to be a first-person shooter and it's going to be this massive Battle Royale game. It's going to have some verticality. It's not just going to be all straight laned all the way through. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. It makes sense that they're going to put some verticality in this game, but it looks like there's a lot of focus. That'll be interesting. We'll have to wait and see. But as seen in the teaser, the map features pieces of iconic maps from previous games, something else we already knew. Nuketown is located in the middle of the map as an island surrounded by water set after the nuke is dropped. The layout and theme of Nuketown in Blackout is similar to that of Nuketown Zombies from Black Ops 2. So it's going to be kind of themed around after the nuke going off, which is good. It's going to have its own different vibe, not something totally familiar to what we're used to. And now we have our first leak with the player count, other than the thing that we talked about earlier last week, to where we had that PlayStation Store leak, which ended up looking like it was being photoshopped. But we do have some information here about the player count. They're aiming for, at the very least, at absolute minimum, 50 players. Right now they are currently testing with 64, with plans to increase if possible. So at bare minimum, this thing is going to have 50 players at absolute worst. Right now there is a test for 64 players and they want to increase it if it's possible. This to me is fine. It does not worry me at all. I knew that this thing was going to be kind of a process, not something to where they just flip a switch and they automatically have 100 players on their map. It's going to be a work in progress, and I think they want to do it that way just to make sure that they can have that perfect balance of a good player count that works with their map size, as well as something that doesn't totally take a wear on the servers that they're going to have to build for this mode. So I'm totally fine with it in that regard. Health is 150 HP replenished via scavengeable medical kits. This is how we see stuff in all BR modes. You have to find med kits to be able to heal back up. Equipping scavenged armor allows the player to take one extra shot. So I'm assuming this is going to be like your shield in Fortnite, where you find mini shields and half shields. So you're going to find armor that you can put on you to essentially give you your shield, and it protects you from one extra shot. So it's not a lot, but it does protect against an extra shot. This is probably obviously going to be a Battle Royale mode, to where it's going to be a little quicker time to kill than something, say, like Fortnite. However, there's an attachment, armor-piercing rounds, that will counter the effect of armor. So if somebody has armor-piercing rounds on their weapon, the armor that you have is not going to matter against those bullets. You're going to have limited inventory slots, increased space via scavenge backpacks. This is how we see it in PUBG. You have to find tier 1, 2, and 3 backpacks to be able to get more space in your inventory. Weapon loot has rarity. Depending on the rarity, your weapon will have different attachments. Higher rarity equals better and more attachments. This is subject to change. There are currently talks about attachments being scavenged rather than rarity dependent. My personal opinion here, I would rather see it how they have it right now. You find a weapon, and based on the rarity of that weapon, it will have more and better attachments. I would rather have that than have to go look around and scavenge for attachments. That's just a part of PUBG that I don't really like, and I don't think it's something that's necessary, because we all know what better attachments and what good attachments would be, having things like a grip and an optic and something potentially like long barrel. And if you have, say, a lower rarity, so like a common rarity of a weapon, it would just have like no attachments, but you would have the weapon. That is how I would see it. It just having like a set amount of certain attachments that you can get on that weapon. Some are better than others, obviously. I would rather have that than having to go find my own attachments. There are consumable abilities such as the multiplayer specialist abilities. For example, Torque's portable barricade with 1x use, Ruin's grapple hook with limited uses, and Nomad's dog, which can be commanded to follow the player or guard an area. So looks like there are specialist abilities that are going to be coming to the Blackout mode, but they're going to be different. They're going to have a certain amount of uses. They're not going to be something to where it works like multiplayer, where it's a regenerable special ability. It's going to be something that you have to go around and find, and who knows, these could be extremely rare. That's just something I'm going to have to see how it plays. Obviously, you think about specialist abilities and you know how they've worked in Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and now have you seen them in Black Ops 4. But obviously, they're going to work different in Blackout mode. It's just going to be something I'm going to have to see, but that is very interesting that we're going to see specialist abilities in the Blackout mode. Next up, we have more equipment. So we're going to be seeing a Recon RC, which is an RCXD with no explosives. It can be scavenged and give the player an advantage. I'm assuming to go like just go around and check an area, use it as recon as it says. And there's also going to be a monkey bomb equipment, which doesn't have an explosive either. It's just kind of like a decoy grenade. So it's probably going to be something you throw out and it makes like gun sounds, kind of like how you guys saw in Black Ops 1. That piece of equipment that you can throw and it just makes all these gun sounds. I'm assuming it'd be something like that, to where it's just something of a decoy, something to take the enemy's attention off of you. So there is land, air, and sea vehicles, as we saw in the teaser from that trailer a while back. Right now, the ATV is the only fully functioning vehicle in the current build. This is something that could mean a lot of things. They could probably flip a switch and turn on the other vehicles if they wanted to, but I'm assuming that they have these other vehicles already done. They're just waiting to kind of see how they're all going to fit and work together. And I feel like they're just taking this as a step-by-step process to slowly build this thing up, rather than just throw everything that they have in and potentially crash this thing and not be able to see how it works. So I'm not really worried about that one. We'll have more vehicles by the time the game launches. You know, whether they have them all in the beta or not, it doesn't matter to me. This is just what's in the current build that they're using right now. The storm and gas mechanic is currently a simple visible wall that closes in on the map. So if you guys know the storm or the gas or whatever from Fortnite and PUBG, it's the thing that closes in and does damage to you and pushes players toward a different spot in the map. Currently right now it's just a visible wall, but this is, again, something that could easily be changed. This isn't a big mechanic and not something that's a huge deal. I just want to throw in my own side thing with this. I would like to see them use Nova gas from Black Ops 1 as the thing that comes in and pushes you. I think that would be a smart thing to do. It would be something that obviously from the Black Ops series, Nova gas has been a part, especially like the first couple Black Ops games. It was something big. I think that'd be something smart to use as the gas mechanic to push you in, or the storm, or whatever it may be. And this last thing here says, while players simply parachute into the map. This is something, again, that's subject to change. So right now you just parachute onto the map normally. I'm assuming kind of like how it would work in PUBG and other more realistic BR games. But this is subject to change. Again, there's talks of moving to a spawn-in system similar to Call of Duty Online. This is something that I don't know why there's talks about this. This doesn't make sense to me. I would way rather have a parachute-in system. I think it would just make it a more immersive experience, just a better overall experience, rather than just spawning into a certain spot. I think it'd be way cooler to just parachute out of some air vehicle or something and land on the map, rather than just like have an open map in front of you to start the game and say, I want to go here and just spawn there. I feel like that'd be pretty lame. But that is going to do it for all of the Blackout leaks. Again, these are leaks. These are not confirmed at all. I mean, if Charlie Intel's kind of running with them, I'm assuming they have some kind of viability in some fashion. I don't know exactly who put these out there. But, I mean, if you take a look at all the stuff that was here in all this entire Reddit post, it's stuff that makes a lot of sense for the Blackout mode. There's not anything super outlandish here or anything that doesn't make sense. All this stuff seems very viable, and it all seems just fine with me. I don't have any problems with anything that was put in this post. The only one thing that would kind of worry me are the specialist abilities, not necessarily like the kill streaks or the monkey bomb or anything, because I highly expected those to be in a Blackout mode for Call of Duty. The specialist abilities, I'm gonna have to wait and see on those. Though that's something I have to see. I can't really, I guess, put a good visual on what that would be like. But again, they're gonna be like one-time consumable type things, so are they really gonna be that big of a deal? Probably not. It's just probably more consumable, more equipment stuff to be able to throw in. But that's all we got. Let me know down below what you guys think about all this leak stuff for Blackout mode. Keep in mind, it is just leaks. None of this stuff is confirmed yet. However, a lot of it makes sense. It wouldn't surprise me at all if this stuff is what we see in Battle Royale. Or at least this is the build they're working with right now, and it's going to be much more advanced by the time we get the beta and, of course, the full game. Let me know your thoughts about all this stuff on Blackout down below. It's nice that we've actually finally gotten some information about this, whether it's confirmed or not. It's still fun. But that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smack the Schmidt add a like button down below. If you guys are new to the channel and looking forward to more video game content, you guys are in the right place. Hit that subscribe button down below as well, and turn those notifications on so you guys know when those videos go live. Hopefully you guys have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.